And here we are. Feels like it's been an eternity, but not that long actually. At the start of my year of reses. Now, I see a fresh batch of stuff to start on the hobby progress. As always, my 4 main keywords, missing a couple random models. A lot of work to do on most of them. Mainly at this point, we're focused on Urami, because once we got the new Ikirio finished up, they're effectively fully painted and I have something for tournament play at least. Mostly we're working on hand patterns on the kimonos. Quite happy with how Karai and Karai have come out. I'm mainly just working out if I want to do something with Ikirio or I'm just getting too ambitious for my own good. But we'll run through them all some point in the year. As for games, I've only played one, which was with Urami, as I wanted to get at least some practice in before any tournaments came around. As they've been delayed, I have a bit more time to work with, which is good because it raised a couple points for me. But we'll just stick pins in those for the moment. The other thing, of course, talking about are the 4 masters I've got for this year. Obviously, as I've already mentioned, Karai Urami is actually one of the very first masters I ever bought for this game. As you can tell by the original metal Karai going around there. And most of my crew is actually still the old metal models. One of my absolute favourite masters. So looking forward to having her in the game again. In a similar vein, we have McMorning, all the way back from M1. I really feel like I want to pick up his title version because upgrade masters are often so good, so versatile. And condition masters often have some pretty hard counters, which are good to have a, counter to the counter. In newer ones, Seamus, he's here. I picked him up. He's a good contained keyword, quite small compared to a lot of reses, which leaves room to worry about expanding the other stuff. The main thing we're missing for him, I'm not too interested in the Strange Lady and the Cryptside Strangers. I don't have Mourners, which I also don't think are a big deal, and Dappelines, I don't know. I'll have to look into that and see if I'll need to hunt them down or not. And finally, a new addition for the year. I don't know what to call him. Von Stuck or Frankenstein there. But anyway, obviously you can tell it's the It Lives box, which does leave my Transmortis in that awkward state of being half Nightmare Edition and half normal stuff. It was a bit of a hard pick as I sort of already have those robotic zombie feel going with McMorning's experimental keyword, but I managed to pick the box up at a good price and I like the keyword, so we're going with it anyway. But coming back around to those pins, the 2 big things going into reses, I think the important question any resa player has to answer, as it is a high summoning faction, is what models are worth summoning and what models are worth hiring. Obviously you got a lot of, well, you can't summon this, so you might as well hire one, but some minions seem good to start on the table and some are only worth summoning. It's just going to be a learning experience, I think, and one of those things I'm most interested to come into. The other thing that came out the first game is really paying attention to how much more mentally taxing they are as a faction. A lot of my guild keywords were sort of a point and shoot kind of deal. Even half asleep, you could run them respectively efficiently, but I don't think that will hold true for reses. I think this will be a much bigger test of my capacity to keep focused on a game and thinking about decisions to be made. As I tended to when you come across decision paralysis. Just make choices and live with it. If it turns out to be wrong, you learn something, and hopefully you can make more correct choices faster in the future. As I did last year, when it comes to tournaments, my main goal would be to end in the top 50%. I'm not aiming for any podium positions at this stage, but who knows, I might get more ambitious as the year goes through. But this is where we're starting off. So that's me, Captain Steel, signing out.